There have been so many reports in the media about job layoffs at different IT companies. How are you looking at the issue of displacement? To what percentage of your workforce do you think could be impacted because of the integration of AI technologies? And what are you doing to try and upscale?
So, Rahul, first of all, you look at most technology services companies. None of us really have had much of a decline in people. And if you look at most of us over the last several years, we've actually added some people. So this myth or this view that there has been downscaling because of AI, just factually in numbers, hasn't played out as an industry, right? That's point number one. Point number two is we've got to think about jobs in, I think, three buckets, or maybe four buckets, right? One is jobs that will get disrupted because of AI, and we have to accept that those jobs will get disrupted. Bucket number two is jobs that will get enhanced by AI. So you work with machine and humans to drive that impactfully. Three, jobs that will get created because of AI, and four will be human-only jobs. And we've got to think about in those buckets. And how do we think about bucket one, which is jobs that get disrupted, and how do we retrain, repurpose those people through the right skilling, through the right opportunities to move into bucket two and three? I think the biggest challenge today is really how do you get people to adopt the technology? And I think the people that are most at risk are people who are not going to adopt the technology. And I think it's a responsibility of organizations, it's a responsibility of industry, it's a responsibility of government to really give people the comfort that this change is important, and the new, AI fluency is the new digital currency. You have to be AI fluent to be relevant to do any kind of job going forward. And so how do we help people build those skills, but also help take them on the change journey to say, hey, look, do this and you still have a future. Disrupt what you're doing today and you still have a future, because if you don't, the system will beat you anyways, right? And you will get left behind. So join the journey of change, be on the bus of change.
Jamie Lyman said something very similar along the lines of what you were saying, that the change is here. Either you adopt it or you just get left behind because you can't dig your head in the sand. I want to ask you about something that I heard from the folks at NVIDIA, which is about task and purpose. That their idea is that if you're performing a task, then that task can just get appended and you may not have a job. But if your job has some purpose, if there's some purpose to what you're doing, then you have some perpetuity value and a longer runway. How would you look at all of those who are wondering whether their jobs are in danger, not in danger? How are you wrapping your head around this very existential question?
I mean, look, if you think about jobs are a set of tasks. Some tasks are highly automatable, some tasks require more thinking, some tasks have an ability to sort of be doing it more efficiently because you can combine with technology to drive it more impactfully. And the way to think about it is there are jobs that have 60-70% of tasks that can be highly automated, then perhaps those jobs have a shorter run life than other jobs that have less of highly automatable elements. And that's the way I would think about it, and that's the way we think about it.